All right, so let's go ahead and get started. Hi, everybody. Let's see. Let me go ahead and share my screen really quickly. All right, so I wanted to go ahead and go through a few items that you all are responsible for taking care of this week. And so I am logged into your class. As you can see, it might be a little bit of a different view for you, but that's okay. You'll get the gist. So I'm going to go back to the announcements, which is where you all are greeted when you sign into the class. And so, as I said before, this is where I'm going to be making all of the announcements. Particularly, this is where all of my videos are going to be posted, or the majority of my videos are going to be posted, particularly related to the task for the week. So when I first log in, I see the announcement, which is related to the Zoom class schedule, which is to begin next Monday at 11:30, from 11:30 to 12:30. And right now we're only scheduled to meet once a week, face to face. If we need more time, then we will schedule more time. But let's see how it goes, and we'll take it from there. You all are going to be busy during the week, as you can see. I tried to stagger some of the assignments over the course of the week, and the idea is for you all to remain engaged throughout the week, okay? So that's why that has been structured in that manner. So when I log in, I see the announcement, and you actually are going to see this video once it's posted. But I go over to the left-hand side of the page, and I'm going to click on the course content, which of course is going to take me to the updated syllabus, which you all have seen by now, I'm sure, okay, where I've made some adjustments to our schedule. Okay, and then if we go back, then the next item on the content list is, of course, the week, March 23rd through the 29th, and it will always be structured this way, the course content section. I will always make sure that right underneath the updated syllabus is the current week's information, okay? So next week, it will, I believe it's the 30th through, March 30th through April 5th. That will again be right underneath the updated syllabus. So when I go to March 23rd through the 29th, I see a few items. One is the chapter slides, and then, which is here, just a PDF of the chapter slides for chapter 10. And then if I return to the class, the next attachment that I see is the substantive response page that I created. And that's just basically to kind of help guide you in terms of what it is that you all are supposed to be doing in response to your scholarly peers in the discussion forums. Responses such as, "You made a good point, I agree, I also thought that," that's not going to cut it. I want more critical thinking, more deeper level responses than that. I want responses that are definitely going to add to the discussion and sort of propel them forward, okay? So that provides you with some of the guidelines. And then if we scroll down a little bit, you'll see the introduction to the development across the lifespan, which again is chapter 10. And then after that, you see the objectives of this particular week and the information that we'll be discussing this week. Next, you'll see your reading and study assignment, which of course is to read chapter 10, development across the lifespan, also to take a look at the slides, which we just looked at, as well as the page regarding substantive responses. Once you have completed those assignments, you're then to move on to your task for the week. The first one, of course, is the discussion forum, the human development discussion forum. Your initial response to the prompt will always be due on Thursdays by 11:59 p.m. That does not mean that you have to wait until 11 o'clock on Thursdays to respond to the prompt. What that means is that no later than 11:59 p.m. on Thursdays of each week, you all are responsible to have posted your initial response to the prompt. And then you all are responsible for providing 2 substantive responses to at least 2 of your scholarly peers by 11:59 p.m. every Sunday. And again, same situation, by. That of course means that after 11:59 p.m. on Sunday, the discussion forum will no longer be available to you to respond to, okay? So make sure that you take care of that. The next thing that you need to be responsible for is the human development video activity, which if you scroll down is right here. And it is I think it's about 11-minute video related to, incarcerated women and who have gone into prison pregnant and ultimately had their babies in prison. And there are programs in various states around the country who support their desire to keep their baby and to bond with their baby. So there are some discussion questions related to that, some questions that I would like for you all to answer once you have watched that particular video. The next thing you are to do is to respond to Piaget's stages of cognitive development. Oh, by the way, the human development video activity, this one right here that you see, is due by today, 11:59 p.m. Let's see, a few of you had some questions about number 3, which is here, of the questions that you all are responsible for answering for the development across the lifespan video. What parameters should there be related to such programs? And essentially, it's conditions. I think Anna was the one who decided to use that particular word. It's basically asking you essentially what conditions specifically would you put on such a program, okay? Hopefully that helps. The next item on the list is, again, Piaget's stages of cognitive development, and it is due by Friday, March 27th by 11:59 p.m., and that is what follows here, okay? The last item on your list of to-dos for the week is the attachment theory self-reflection journal, and it is due also, just like the forums or the responses to 2 of your scholarly peers that are due by 11:59 p.m. on Sunday, March 29th. It is also due by Sunday, March 29th by 11:59 p.m. And essentially, it is another video activity for you all to watch. After you have watched the video, then you have sort of a response to respond to. This particular reflective journal is just that. I'm asking you to watch the video and then sort of reflect on what you thought about, particularly after you've had an opportunity to read about attachment in chapter 10. It is to be between 2 and 3 pages in length, double spaced. Again, 11:59 p.m. March 29th is when it is due. Okay, so again, I just wanted to take a moment to kind of take you through the class as it is structured. This is pretty much going to be what we do for the remainder of the semester. We will have our classes right now at 11:30 on every Monday, beginning March 30th next week, from 11:30 to 12:30. And if we decide that we need a little bit more time, then we will definitely schedule that. But that is the plan for now. So I will see you all later. If you have not yet completed your Chapter 10 Development Across the Lifespan video activity, you got some work to do, folks. It's due by 11:59 tonight, okay? Just a reminder. So I will see you later. Have a good day.